Modern nutrition has become incredibly focused on numbers: calories, protein targets, macros, micronutrients, meal timing, optimization. And while those things absolutely matter, there is another layer to nourishment that many people can feel intuitively, even if they cannot fully explain it. Some foods leave you feeling clear, grounded, and deeply energized. Others leave you foggy, heavy, overstimulated, or strangely unsatisfied, no matter how much you consume. The difference is not always about quantity. Often, it is about vitality. In yogic and Ayurvedic traditions, this life force energy is known as prana, the subtle energy carried through breath, nature, movement, and food that supports vitality, clarity, and aliveness within the body. While these ancient systems described it spiritually, modern science is beginning to reveal something remarkably similar through the lens of cellular health, nervous system regulation, inflammation, and mitochondrial function. The body does not simply extract calories from food, it responds to information, to quality, to life. And whole foods carry a very different message than heavily processed ones. Whole foods carry biological intelligence. Fresh, whole foods arrive in the body with complexity intact. Fiber, enzymes, phytonutrients, antioxidants, minerals, hydration, and naturally occurring compounds work together in ways science is still uncovering. There is a kind of built-in intelligence to them that isolated nutrients alone cannot fully replicate. A fresh blueberry is not simply vitamin C. A leafy green is not just magnesium. Real food operates as an integrated system. When we consume foods closer to their natural state, the body recognizes them more efficiently. Digestion becomes smoother, blood sugar becomes more stable, cellular repair processes function more effectively. Energy production improves because the body is receiving nourishment it can actually interpret and utilize with less strain. This matters deeply because your energy is created at the cellular level. Every thought, movement, emotion, and healing response depends on mitochondria, the tiny energy-producing structures inside your cells that convert nutrients into usable energy. And those mitochondria are profoundly influenced by food quality, inflammation levels, stress, sleep, and environmental load. Whole foods tend to support this process. Ultra-processed foods often disrupt it. One nourishes vitality, the other often stimulates while quietly depleting. Prana and the nervous system. One of the most overlooked aspects of nourishment is the state of the nervous system while eating and digesting. You can eat incredibly healthy food, but if your system is constantly rushed, stressed, distracted, or dysregulated, digestion changes. Blood flow shifts away from the digestive organs. Inflammation increases. The body moves into survival instead of restoration. This is why two people can eat the same meal and experience completely different outcomes. Prana is not just about the food itself. It is about the energy surrounding the experience. Fresh foods, mindful eating, sunlight, breath, hydration, movement, rest, connection. These all contribute to the body's sense of safety and vitality. They support parasympathetic regulation, where repair, digestion, hormone balance, and cellular recovery are able to occur more efficiently. The ancient systems understood something modern culture often forgets. Energy is not merely consumed, it is cultivated. Processed energy versus living energy. Many modern foods are engineered for stimulation, not nourishment. They create quick spikes in dopamine, blood sugar, and temporary energy, but often at the expense of long-term stability. This creates a confusing cycle where people feel simultaneously overfed and undernourished. The body receives abundance in calories, but scarcity in usable vitality. Living foods tend to have the opposite effect. They may feel simpler, but they support steadier energy, clearer thinking, more stable mood regulation, improved digestion, and greater resilience because they reduce unnecessary burden on the system. This is not about perfection or rigid eating. It is about awareness. Your body is constantly translating food into signals. Signals for inflammation or healing, signals for stress or recovery, signals for depletion or vitality. And over time, those signals shape how you feel, think, move, and age. Vitality is built daily. Most people wait until energy disappears before paying attention to it. But vitality is not built in crisis. It is built through repeated daily inputs that either support life within the body or slowly drain it. Every meal becomes part of that conversation, not from a place of fear or obsession, but from respect for the incredible intelligence of the human system. The body is always trying to heal, adapt, and restore balance when given the right conditions. Whole foods help create those conditions, not because they are trendy or morally better, but because they carry the raw materials the body recognizes as life-supportive. They reduce friction. They improve communication between systems. They help energy become more stable, sustainable, and real. Perhaps that is the deeper meaning of prana. Not mystical energy separated from science, but the lived experience of a body that feels alive, connected, clear, and supported from the inside out. Because nourishment is never just about feeding the body, it is about feeding life itself.